Chariots, and welcome back to another pick a card reading that I have for you today. It's a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania. Saturday morning, the sun is shining. The birds are singing away. I feel like I live in a sanctuary. So it's quiet, and I thought this is the perfect time to do this reading. Today's reading is your person's thoughts and feelings. Okay, whenever you come across this reading, whenever you're in need of it, my readings are timeless. All right, so I do have 3 piles for you today, but before I get started, just a quick reminder that my Etsy shop is open. I should be restocking soon. My shop, I know it's gone low, but I had some other readings that I needed to finish first, so I'm ready to restock. So if you are interested in a private personal reading, one-on-one reading just for you, you can head over to my Etsy shop. The link is in the description below, and see what's available. All right. So let's get started and look at the 3 piles that I have for you today. We are using cards, oracle cards from the Moonology Manifestation deck. All right. So pile 1, your card here, last quarter moon in Aries. So that's fire energy that's coming through. Work through your feelings. Pile 2, full moon in Taurus. Detoxify. All right. So this is earth energy here. And pile 3, first quarter moon in Libra. Okay. Keep your heart open. So my chariots, do what you need to do to pick your pile. If you're drawn to more than one pile, that's perfectly fine. That means that there's other messages in the piles that may resonate with you. Please remember to take what resonates and leave the rest behind. These are readings for the collective, so not everything will pertain to you. Okay, there's many that watch these readings, so you have to be able to go with your intuition and know what resonates and know what doesn't, and be okay with that. All right, so pick your pile and I will see you there. Hello, pile 1. All right, you chose here the Aries energy. Last quarter moon in Aries, work through your feeling. This is going to be your reading today, and we are taking a look at your person and what their thoughts and feelings are at this time, what it is that Spirit wants you to know, the messages that you need to hear most. Okay? So before we get started, let's just take that moment to get in the right place. So pile 1, if you can take in a deep breath for me and just be still. Quiet your mind, breathe. Breathe deeper. I'm looking for my intuition to connect with yours so that I can bring you the messages that you need to hear most at this time. So I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I am connected to my higher inner power, and I trust the guidance my third eye gives to me. All right, pile 1, you are the lucky pile because when I drew the cards, 2 cards fell out for you. So I didn't show you that when you were choosing, but you actually have 2 cards here from the Moonology Manifestation deck. Okay, and we are doing the reading about your person, their current thoughts and feelings. So you chose based on the energy of Aries, work through your feelings, and right behind that is some earth energy coming through last quarter moon in Virgo. attends to the details. So definitely when I look at this card, along with the Virgo card that has come through, I feel definitely that your person is trying to work things out. All right, they're working things out within themselves. I feel like they're trying to work out how they feel for you. There seems to be some conflict here with this energy. Um, Aries is that emperor energy. And what's interesting is I'm looking here, here's this person and they're holding what I feel is their feelings, and you see how it's almost like they have them at an arm's length, just like that Aries energy when it comes to having to feel that need to keep things in control and create those barriers. Oftentimes, when I have that Emperor energy come through, there's a feeling of barriers that are in place. This is someone that right now is holding on to that power and authority. In making sure that their foundation around them, their structure that they have right now, isn't falling apart. Okay. And because of that, I feel that your person keeps the feelings that they have for you at a distance. They keep those feelings, it's in reach. So I feel like there's something here where they are holding on to you in some sort of way. They're trying to, I feel like, attend to what is going on in their life right now with this last quarter moon in Virgo. Virgo is that earth energy. Uh, right now in their environment in this 3D material world, and I feel like they do have a lot going on with this attend to the details card. Okay? So let's keep those two down off to the side and let me set up uh, a Celtic spread for your person, pile one, and see what their current thoughts and feelings are for you at this time. I'm using the Heaven and Earth Tarot. What is this? The Two of Pentacles. Okay. So yeah, we're starting out with, right in this present moment, that feeling, the juggling. Their heart, their emotions are torn in two at the moment. This is the Page of Pentacles. Ooh, this Two of Swords. Every time I work with this deck, I think I don't work with it enough. I just love it. What is this? The Seven of Wands. And the Six of Cups. The Five of Swords. The Queen of Wands. The High Priestess. A Page of Wands. And the Knight of Swords. Okay. I'm going to get one from Under the Roses, Lenormand. Oh, the mice. Okay. And let's get one from Twin Flame Journey Oracle. Ooh, those just flew out. Ooh, wow. Okay. Free will and settling. Okay. Give me 1 second. My nose is running. All right. Pile one. Yeah, your person right now, when it comes to their thoughts and feelings for you, is conflict. You know, that's the first message that really comes through. They're very conflicted when it comes to you. You see that in the Two of Pentacles that we start out with right away. Because this is a card about juggling. This is a card that's emotional. We always see the water in the background and there's a ship. And look, in this card, the ship is like, gosh, they're riding that wave. So I feel that there could be a bit of a high right now for whatever reason that is when it comes to you. This woman has red hair. All right. And what's interesting is even though this is a card about juggling, I'm seeing the yin yang sign here. So I do feel that there's very much, emotional conflict that they struggle with when it comes to you. And it seems to me that the Page of Wands, the Princess of Wands that's here, look at this fire that's still burning. And yet this is coming out as the cross card. Okay, so I feel because this is coming out as the cross card at this moment, um, it's as if your person still has this fire for you, this passion that they carry, and yet they feel that, they're not able to act on this opportunity at this time. Uh, Twos are important. So there's something here about a choice that was made. So I feel like your person made some sort of choice here, um, because your past energy, I shouldn't say your person's past energy is showing me indecision. So that's why there's a lot of conflict that I see that's coming through. Um, Also coming through as the mice, because the mice is all about chaos. It is about worries. The mice represents problems or anxiety. This is number 23, which reduces to 5, and 5 is that number for conflict. Okay, and we do have it down here, this 5 of Swords. The Seven of Clubs is also showing up, which is the Seven of Wands. And this energy is also showing up in your person's hidden energies, which I didn't get into yet. So there's a lot of worry here. There's a lot of conflict. And I feel that this person is very much being driven by fear. All right. I feel here with the two cards coming through. From the Twin Flame Journey Oracle is your person has settled, okay, whatever that means, whatever's going on in their environment right now. And there's that conflict of wishing they had the free will to be able to do what it is that they want, all right? And yet, for some reason, they feel like they can't do that at this time. So before I move on, though, let me take a card or two for the present energy in the past, just to see if there's anything else that Spirit wants us to know. Justice. And that's Libra energy. And that's about peace and it's about harmony. Okay. And it's about justice. I feel like your person is very conflicted right now. on what the energy coming through is like, what is the right thing to do at this moment? Um, and yet, their past energy, which is the Two of Swords, which is all about indecision, and yet in this deck, the keyword coming through is peace. So there's something here in regards to peace. I feel like your person, when it comes to you, they still do not feel at peace with the situation. Okay, so whatever has gone on or whatever exists now, your person still is not at a point where they feel like they are at peace with themselves. Let's clarify this. Two of Swords. Hmm. The Four of Cups. Now, this is interesting because this shows me, with, wow, the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, the Four of Cups, we have the Five of Swords. Your person's very much in a conflicted state at this time. All right. Their energy shows me that they're very disgruntled. They're very defensive. They're very guarded. Okay, they're very guarded when it comes to their emotions. So I feel that they keep them very much close to uh, their chest. They're keeping everything pretty tight. Lots of conflict that's coming through, and then there's almost this decision from the past energy, like your person just isn't content. All right, your person isn't content. They are not happy where they are in their life, their lifestyle, their environment, whatever that means. And yet, I feel when you came through, because I do feel like you represent this Ace of Cups, they were unable to take that either. So there's something that prevented them from being able to act on this feeling of knowing that they can have this newfound passion. All right. When we take a look at their external energies, they're coming through as the Page of Pentacles. So I see that conflict because I feel, I call this the Page of Pentacles, this is like the mini magician. This is someone that wants to extend that olive branch, wants to take a step in creating or manifesting something in this 3D material world, and yet their hidden energies are showing me how guarded they truly are. There's Seven of Wands here. They feel like there's a lot of adversities, there's a lot of challenges that are in the way right now. They feel like they have a lot going on in their life. All right. Um, and yet, I do feel the conflict that is here because when I ask the question, how do they see themselves? You have the Five of Swords. So this is all about conflict. This is about winning at all costs. But who really wins in the end? Usually no one. Okay. And yet the overall energy is this Knight of Swords, which is showing me that they really have this urge. There's something that they need to get off their chest, but they don't know when and they don't know how to do that. I feel when it comes to their environment, they still see you as someone that's very inspiring. Okay. They're very inspired right now, I feel, when it comes to uh, their life in this 3D moment to make things better for themselves. So I do feel that they take you as that source of inspiration. Okay, and they're working on it. Now, the future energies of this connection is the Six of Cups, and that's that beautiful soulmate energy. Okay, recognizing that you are soul family and recognizing that feeling of warmth, that feeling of being home, that feeling of knowing this person, whether it's from this past life or past lives, feeling that connection. There's a lot of nostalgia that's heading into the future energy. And this card also can be a representation of wanting to reconcile. Uh, Hopes and or fears is coming through as the high priestess, and that high priestess is this intuition of all knowing. She is all knowing because she has that ability to place one foot in this material world and one foot beyond. All right. So she has that energy within her to pick up and just know things. The thing about her is that she is mute. So that's a sign that your person knows something. They definitely know something, and yet they're keeping quiet about it. Can we clarify this, High Priestess, please? Princess of Swords, there's a lot of page energy here, and that is that young energy. Page of Swords, I do feel that your person keeps an eye on you. Okay, uh, we I call this Page of Swords the spy. You know, this is someone that has a thirst for knowledge, wanting to know things. I feel like your person still sees you as a mystery in some way, or they're just unable to obtain information or know how you really feel. Um, Let me get another card. I'm just curious here if we can get any more. The Seven of Cups. I feel that your person does a lot of dreaming about you. Dreaming, fantasizing. But this Five of Swords that I feel that they're in, when I ask that question, how do they see themselves when it comes to this connection, shows me that there could be some sort of situation here where there's more than just the two of you involved. Okay, because I feel like your person's on the outside looking in when it comes to you and your situation, pile one. So let me just get a couple more cards for future energies, and then I want to get messages from your person before I close out the reading. Can we clarify the Six of Cups, please? Future energies of this connection, of how your person's thoughts and feelings are progressing. And here's the Page of Cups. You know, I don't know if your person is younger than you, if there's children that are involved, because, these pages basically surround the present energy, even though I'm, trying to confirm. And even in the Six of Cups, which is traditional, you see the child. You see the child in the Six of Cups here. The Three of Wands. Yeah, I feel like they watch you from a distance. They keep waiting. The Three of Wands for me is an energy of waiting because it's always about waiting for that ship to come in, waiting for that right opportunity, waiting for things to get better. I feel there's a strong message here about your person is just waiting. And then here we have the Knight of Wands, which shows me, gosh, there's still this desire for you. They wish that they could come charging in with the Knight of Swords here and the Knight of Wands. It's a very unstable energy, and I do feel that's because your person is so conflicted, and why we have the Two of Pentacles that sits here in the center of this reading. They juggle, and I feel, pile one, that they do go back and forth when it comes to feelings for you. I'm not saying that they don't have feelings for you. They feel very strongly for you. The problem is I feel like depending on the energy that they're in or that we catch them in when doing these types of readings shows me that it's it's sort of like they're unstable at this moment. I don't see any stability. In one way, I want to feel like they can charge towards you at any time. But to me, that would be very spontaneous. So if you are expecting or waiting for something from them to come forward and talk to you about something specific, to just hear from them in general, all right, to profess their love to you in any sort of way, I don't, I feel a sort of like they're not in balance. They're not stable enough to do that. And then look at how we end here on the bottom of the deck with this Emperor, which we started out with this Aries energy that I talked about. So I do feel that right now your person's really trying to remain in control of the situation. There's something here in regards to power when it comes to their structure and their foundation. They don't want that to be harmed in any way. So because of that, I feel they appear very um, serious at this moment in time, very stoic, very, they're here. They have to make sure that they're uh, protecting their foundation at this very moment, which if I mentioned in the beginning, when it comes to emperors, there's always that energy of feeling like there's a barrier here, right? There is a barrier. They're afraid, from that start of this card here with this Aries energy. Yes, I have to remain in control of this situation, so I am going to move. Here's me, here's my feelings, and I'm going to keep them at an arm's length. I'm not going to let them. Uh, Control me is the feeling that's coming through. Okay, so let's get messages from your person before we close out the reading. Oh, I have my lavender incense burning. It smells wonderful, very calming. If you're feeling stressed or full of worry, full of anxiety, pick up some lavender oil, lavender incense, lavender cal- candles. All right. I feel that lavender is needed for those of you that are watching. All right. What messages from your person at this time? I promise to make this right. And yet that it falls over that Two of Swords, that indecision. Things aren't as they seem. I want to move towards you. We have all the time in the world, which is, what I think about when I see that Three of Wands where your person's just waiting. I am flattered by your attention. And on the bottom of the deck, I will fight for us. All right. So let's take a look, pile one. I want to see from the divine jog what advice is needed for you at this time in regards to this connection. Excellence. Do your best. Okay. And then what is it that you personally, pile one, you, the one watching, needs to surrender at this moment in regards to this connection? What is it that you need to surrender at this time? Surrender to worry. Okay. So there's your message and your advice at this time. And that's why I feel like I had to mention the call for lavender. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worry arises, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that spirit is guiding you always. All right, pile one. So I am going to leave the reading there. If you resonated with this reading, let me know in the comment sections, uh, the comment section below, and then I will see you again at the next reading. Okay, bye. Hello, pile two. All right, you chose here the Earth energy of Taurus, this card from Moonology Manifestation, Detoxify. All right, and this is going to be your reading right now. We're doing your person's current thoughts and feelings. Okay, so before we get started, let's take that moment to put ourselves in the right place. So, pile two. If you can take in a deep breath for me right now. And I just want you to be still for a moment. I want you to breathe. Breathe deeper than you usually do. I want my intuition to connect with yours so that I can bring you the messages you need to hear most at this time. So I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I am connected to my higher inner power, and I trust the guidance my third eye gives to me. So, pile two, I feel like your person is struggling here. You know, this is someone that needs grounding, right? And I feel that's why, you're drawn to the earth energy. Your person may have a Taurus in their birth chart, but this is someone where I feel that looking at this moon, their emotions have uh, gotten the best of them, and it's time to detoxify. It's time to cleanse, okay? It's time to ground, and it's time to get yourself into this reality. Now, keep in mind that this could be your feelings as well. If you're picking up on your person, if you do have a strong energetic connection, you may be feeling some of this tough energy that is coming through. So if you're feeling it as well, or you're feeling off, please, 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 I do have a meditation for clearing, grounding, and protection. Okay, please remember to keep yourself healthy. Okay, to ground and protect your energy, because um, you don't want their energy to pull you down, okay, in with whatever that they're struggling with at this time. All right, so let's do a in-depth Celtic spread and see what's coming through here in regards to your person. Strength, yes, okay. This Your person is in the present energy of that Leo. Strength is needed, in a compassionate way, okay? The strength card is when courage is needed, but it's courage from your heart, okay? That is what's being called for. Okay, the Eight of Cups, the Chariot, the the Seven of Pentacles, the Fool, the Queen of Wands, the Seven of Cups. The Nine of Wands. The Knight of Cups. And let's see. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And then let's get one from Under the Roses. The Bear. And then one from Twin Flame Journey Oracle. Union. And I felt the need to look on the bottom of the deck for this group, and I'm going to keep it because reinvention is here. All right. So, pile two. Um, I feel pile two, how is, what are your person's thoughts and feelings when it comes to you? I do feel for this group that your person that you're thinking about walked away from this situation. Okay. I feel they were the first to walk away in this situation. Maybe there's been some back and forth where they walked away, came back, and then you walked away, came back. But, there's some back and forth here is what I'm picking up on. However, I do feel like they chose to walk away from this situation at this time. I feel coming from the past energies into the present energies that your person has now made this choice to move forward. Okay. And this is a strong energy coming forward in um, moving forward with their life. Okay. Because I feel that there's something here that they're very restless about or not happy about. So they're not content. Okay. In this environment. And with this beautiful energy of the chariot, which is Cancerian energy. All right. Number 7, which is a very spiritual number. Your person, this is that energy of making the decision to move forward. This is all about forward movement, and it's in the hopes of having victory and success. And it's about making this choice even when they feel an emotional tug, like they're emotionally torn when it comes to um, the situation with you. Okay. And because of where they are right now in life, I feel like this is why the Knight of Cups is coming out as the cross card. Because, the Knight of Cups, it is that romantic energy. It is that time to want to express feelings, wanting to offer that cup of love, or at least having the idea, okay, that they want to come forward and express their love, their emotions for you. And that's coming out as the cross card, which I feel is the obstacle at this moment. And I do feel that there's this obstacle here because they have decided to work on themselves. They're detoxifying, all right? And even though I see this beautiful union card, which represents two people, and I feel like, yes, they would love that, their main goal in moving forward right now is reinventing themselves. reinventing themselves, having the wheel turn in this Wheel of Fortune card in their favor. It's they want this fresh new start. Do you see? They want this fresh new start, and I feel that what they're feeling now when it comes to you is they feel that they can't have that fresh new start. They can't take this leap of faith until they feel satisfied with reinventing who they are. The Seven of Pentacles down here in the hidden energy shows me how they really are unhappy with where they are in their present life. Okay, this is someone that takes a step back. They evaluate. They look at all these coins, like where they are, how they got here, and where they're going, and they're not satisfied with the answers. This is the energy I always say of someone that wants to reap rewards before rewards have been given to them. And because of that, there's a feeling of dissatisfaction. There is a feeling of frustration and impatience. All right. Um, And yet, when I ask the question, how do they see themselves when it comes to this connection? And the Queen of Wands shows up, which is that Aries energy, okay? That fire energy. I feel that they're very sexually attracted to you, like that hasn't changed. They feel very sensual when it comes to you. They feel this sexual chemistry. They feel this sexual attraction. Um, and yet I feel that you are the reason that has driven them to, you are the inspiration for them to make this decision in order to move forward and change things that's going on in their life right now. They're coming through as this bear. And this is number 15, okay, which that is devil energy, that's Capricorn energy. Capricorns are all about working hard. Excuse me. Um, but here's what I see when it comes to this bear card, because the bear is standing right in this water of emotions. Okay. So I feel that there's something very emotional with them. Okay. And they do have, I feel like, this dream or these visions of what it would be like to be in union with you. Look at the bear that's holding this fish. When you see fish, okay, that represents uh, imagination. It represents uh, fantasizing. It represents dreams, of what could be. So I do feel, there is something here, but yet I feel like here's a mama bear that's very protective right now, feeling very protective, the need to protect themselves, okay? And perhaps others if they have children, because we have the Ten of Clubs down here, and that's the Ten of Wands. So I do feel that this person carries a lot. There's a lot of baggage here that your person is carrying, whether that's in regards to a family that they have to care for, or whether it's in regards to something from their childhood or their past, the pain that they're carrying with them. Okay, they feel bound to it with this devil energy. That's what this number 15 is all about. They feel bound to this energy. They feel like there's certain things yet that they're having difficulty walking away from as well. Even though they've made this choice, they may be taking baby steps in how they can improve their life, because the future energy, okay, is showing the full. So I feel that there's this energy here of wanting to make changes, wanting to take risk, wanting to take that leap of faith. And I feel that they're hoping that they can get over this fear sort of with the Nine of Wands, because the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior energy. This person is wounded in some way. Again, past life. Is it childhood experiences? Is it situations just right now in this lifetime that's been very difficult for them? But but that ends up creating this wall that's behind this gentleman here. It's a wall. And because of that, it's almost like that energy of, okay, there's a barrier here. I have to break down this wall so that I can open my heart and love again. So let me just clarify. I want to clarify the present energy, see if there's anything else that we need to know. The Hierophant. It's very possible, Pile 2, that your person is married to someone else. Okay. And that's why these are such hard, higher learning type lessons with the Hierophant. This is Taurus energy again. So very strong need for earth energy. There's this pull to ground this, your person into reality. They have, it's possible that they've been either a little flighty, that air energy, or in their emotions with the cups. I feel there's this need, there's this pull for them to come back down to reality, and have that balance. Can we clarify this chariot? The Nine of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of anxiety here. Okay, a lot of sleepless nights, but yet this decision was made. So this, again, very emotional, and that's why we may be looking for earth energy. Um, Nine of Swords is, they've been in their head about how, I feel like they're struggling, even when I look in their environment of the Seven of Cups, what changes do they make? What choices do they need to make? And that is something that includes you. Like, what are their options? How can they make these changes? What do they need to do to go forward? And yet I feel with the Wheel of Fortune here as the final outcome card, this is their journey. This is their journey. As much as they're struggling, as much as they have this feeling of dissatisfaction, uh, it's that point in their life where they're waiting for this wheel to turn in their favor. Let's look at the future energies and see what comes through here. The Ten of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Five of Wands. So it's interesting that, here is this King of Cups, this Scorpio energy, showing me the intensity of, I feel, this connection and what they felt. And yet it's pretty much, as you can see, sandwiched in between the Ten of Wands and the Five of Wands. Lots of conflict that they're dealing with, right? So this person does have a lot on their plates. And I feel, when it comes to you, it's not that they're disregarding you. I feel that they do, again, there's a strong sexual attraction here. But I feel that they were able to feel those intense feelings that run very deeply for you, and yet they're afraid to deal with them. Because when you see the King of Cups, and oftentimes, um, I'm just trying to see it. This picture is dark, but usually the King of Cups sits in their throne, on their throne, and their feet do not touch the water. And you could see that they're not. They're like on this chariot sort of sitting here. Their feet are not dangling in the water like you often see the Queen of Cups. Okay, because the Queen of Cups really dives into their emotions and then wears their heart on their sleeve. Their heart is open when they need to express. The King of Cups can be more intense, more mysterious. They keep certain things closed off. They know they have these emotions because their cup is rather large. So I do feel that they love deeply, but yet it can be in a very intense situation, which sometimes scares people, sometimes drives people away. So they've felt this, they've experienced this, um, and how they feel about you. The problem is I feel that all these wands that surround them, the baggage that they're carrying with them, they're still carrying this heaviness on their back. And this is even though they've chosen to move forward, they're still carrying this into the future energies. Okay. And it causes them a lot of internal conflict. All right. So let me just take a look at the bottom of the deck here. What is this? Oh, wow. Look at that. Four of Wands. So there's your confirmation if you're looking for that 1111 twin flame energy. You could definitely see and feel the pain that is um, associated with this connection, and yet the struggles that one goes through because of being triggered by this connection, and yet how they're going to move forward and the decisions that they're making from this point going forward to change their life, right? To become a better version of themselves, to make things better for them, even if it is baby steps. So let's get messages from your person at this time. And I feel, if did I say this in the beginning? You need to detoxify as well. Because I feel that you're cycling in this energy. So I feel like you're both cycling like this, and you want that union, right? You want that union. Look at how, you want this wheel and even this moon that's behind this couple. It's like you want that physical union and you want it now, and yet I feel that the universe is saying, no, this is not the right time. Not the right time yet. You two need to work on things separately at this moment. You have to work on yourselves. So let's see what messages we have here. I promise to make this right. Gosh, I'm trying to think if it came out in the same spot as pile one. Let's start over. And that is that full energy that we're talking about here. It's not that your person doesn't want to start over. They do, but they're just carrying so much, I feel, pain with them that now is not the time. I want to send you a message. I want to get closer to you. Let's take one more in the bottom of the deck. I feel overwhelmed by this connection, and that was all the intensity that I talked about that I feel your person picks up on. I am afraid of intimacy. So, that could just flat out be confirming, yeah, your person has trouble with dealing with their emotions, diving in. You may be able to dive in deep with your emotions and understand them. Well, this is not easy for your person, okay? It is a struggle for them. So you need to come to terms with that. I really have been big on expectations this year, and I feel a big part of this journey is learning not to have any type of expectation when it comes to these types of deep spiritual connections. So just remember, whatever it is that you do and how you act, as long as you do not expect anything in return, um, you can move forward much more easily with grace, okay, and integrity than sitting in that energy of fear and expectations and then receiving that disappointment. Ooh, so let's see. I want to take first from the divine dog. What is the situation being called for at this time, this connection spirit? I love this deck. Plus the animal doggies are cute. All right, so let's see. Pile 2. This one. Leading. Step out in front. So yeah, I feel like your person is trying to lead themselves in the right direction. Okay. Look, joy, find your bliss. I feel like that's a big thing while you are both on separate journeys here. This is showing me the joy that you both need to work on. It's finding that joy within yourselves first. So let's close out with power of surrender. What does pile 2 spirit? What do they need to surrender in regards to the connection at this time? What do they need to surrender? I am not a graceful shuffler, pile 2, and I never will be. I just can't seem to. Some people shuffle so beautifully, but I stopped trying. It is what it is. Surrender to inner peace. I feel this is such an important message for this group. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet, meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. All right, pile 2. So I am going to end the reading there. Oh, and I'm looking at the bottom of the deck, and I feel that I'll show you this as well. We have surrender to procrastination. So, stepping out in front, leading, now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. All right, so I feel that that's a strong message coming through that while you two are apart and on your own journeys, you do not procrastinate with your life. You do not sit and wait. All right. You move forward, you lead, you take that action, you work off of the inspiration that the other person has given you to find your joy and your bliss. All right, to find that peace. All right, pile 2, thank you for watching, and I will see you again at the next reading. Hello, pile 3. All right, you chose here the first quarter moon in Libra. Keep your heart open. This is the Moonology Manifestation Oracle card deck, and we are asking today what your person's current thoughts and feelings are at this time. So before we get started, let's take that moment, pile 3, to get in the right mindset, the right space. So if you can take in a deep breath for me right now. And I just want you to be still. I want you to breathe. Breathe deeper. I am looking for my intuition to connect with yours so that I can give you the messages that you need to hear most today. So I want you to say to yourself in your mind, I am connected to my higher inner power. And I trust the guidance my third eye gives to me. Now, I have to tell you, pile 3, I have a special message for you. As I was just getting ready to start this reading, 2 beautiful little house finches approached my windowsill and sat here, a red one and a brown one. And it just filled my heart with such joy, with such love. So I feel like there is definitely a special message for you today. Here in this reading, we'll see what comes through in tarot, but I just had to let you know. And if you do check out my stories, I will post a picture of those two little birds in my stories just so you can see them, because I was quietly able to get a picture. Now, it is through the screen, but still you could see those two that came to say hi. And for me, whenever I have birds approach my windowsill, especially during readings, um, it's a huge sign for me. It's a symbol, and there's a message that awaits you. Okay, so let's take a look. We're starting with this card here. Keep your heart open, you know? So I feel that your person is trying to be very open when it comes to their feelings for you. This is Libra energy. It is air energy. Um, but Libras are all about peace and harmony. Okay, so you'll see that Libra energy in the Justice card. But Libras are the zodiac sign. My moon is in Libra, by the way. But Libras love partnerships, you know, compared to sometimes uh, other zodiac signs. Aquarius, they need their independence. They need personal time. They need their independence. Uh, Libras like to partner with others, you know, even when, you know, and it just doesn't, you know, I don't mean just strictly romantically. It's just a feeling in general. Like they feel like there's that energy of like they like to bounce ideas off of other people just to see. And then they, you know, they weigh in. Sometimes they struggle with actually making decisions because they are the mediators of the group. So they don't like conflict, you know, and they do try to bring peace however they can. Your person right now, I feel like, again, you know, this message here of keep your heart open is there's a message coming here that they're trying to be very open about this situation. And there's almost this feeling of what happens will happen. Okay. That's what's coming through. I do feel with the two birds visiting, you know, that's showing partnership, right? When it comes to Libra energy. So I do feel like your person's thinking about you at this time. Um, and I just also feel with the color of this card, you know, that purple that I see, it's making me think about the crown chakra and how there's some sort of spiritual purpose between you and your person. You know, like I feel like you two are on some sort of mission, whether you're together or not. But I feel that the purpose of your connection was to set both of you on a journey that you somehow are helping the collective energy in some way, whether you realize it or not. So let's take a look. And we have the Ten of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Now, he did show up in pile two. Oh, and the star. That's beautiful. And the Three of Cups. And the Two of Wands. And the Page of Pentacles. The Magician. The Princess of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the Tower. And let's see here. Wow, the Journal. And then one from Twin Flame Journey Oracle. We'll get started. The answer is yes. And Metamorphosis is on the bottom of the deck here, which I feel the need to keep. Wow. So what's going on with your person? You know, right now with this Ten of Pentacles and just the way I'm just looking at this picture of the Ten of Pentacles, and if you can see, you know, there is a person here and they're watching sort of this family from far, far away. There's something in regards that I'm feeling right now that your person uh, does an awful lot of comparing. When it comes to this 3D material world I'm talking about at this moment, they compare themselves to you. There's something here about a comparison. They compare themselves to you in this 3D material world where they don't feel that they're at the same level. So there's something here as far as the Seven of Cups, that is this cross card, which is what's hindering this connection. And there's this strong feeling coming through that they feel that they wouldn't be able to offer you what they think you deserve. All right. And that you know, that brings back the energy of that self-worth and the self-esteem that I feel that they're struggling with, which I think stems from their childhood. I feel that your person really comes across as charming, as sexy, even, so to speak. There's something very alluring about your person, and yet, when I'm looking at this present energy, they feel there is a strong feeling that they're not good enough, you know, and that requires healing. And it may be something that they're not even consciously recognizing. So, meaning, if you were to bring that to their attention right now, they may even disagree. They may, you know, or maybe the two of you had some sort of conversation, or they've even said it where they feel that, you know, you're not good enough for you. They're not good enough, you know. I feel here with, you know, this star card coming from the past energy. Well, first it tells me just the instant connection that the two of you felt. Um, and how deep it was. You know, there's an intensity that comes with the star. Now, this is Aquarius energy. Um, and when I look at this card, definitely I feel um, the the intensity that exists here between the two of you. I feel like, they see you as this shining star, and they always have, from day one. They see that uniqueness within you and how you're different from others, something that really intrigues them. And they're very attracted to you, by the way. When I'm looking at this card, they're very attracted to you. They think you're beautiful. There's just this sense of beauty that's here. And it's not just physical, even though I feel the physical. It's, you know, uh, this card from the star reminds me sort of the temperance card where, it's that yin yang feeling. And it's like that mix, that perfect mix that they get from you as far as everything, mental stimulation, physical attraction, spiritual connection, emotional fulfillment. There's this mix here that I feel like they have encountered with you like no other. Um, and yet there's a real sense of worth struggle that goes on with this person. I do feel that they would love to reunite with you with this Three of Cups here. There's something of the energy that they wish that they could be able to gather with you, to celebrate with you, to talk to you. It's almost like that this friendship is really coming in right now as far as, you know, I'm getting this download of just being able to sit around and have a good, long, healthy conversation. I feel that your person would love to be able to do that. Their external energies is showing me the King of Cups, which is this intense Scorpio energy. All right. So I feel that your person is very much, they have a focus for you. I feel that their heart is very big, very open when it comes to you. I feel the way this king is here, the way he's bare, he's not wearing a shirt, and there's a snake wrapped around his arm. I feel that there's some sort of temptation with you. So when I'm looking at the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Cups, it's possible, pile three for some of you, you or your person is in another commitment and they feel like you're a temptation. And yet I feel since this king has no shirt on, I just feel a sense of vulnerability, as if they've opened themselves up, they've been vulnerable with you, perhaps now or in the past at some points through this connection. And I do feel for them that you are, look, we have the Metamorphosis card here and the Tower. You are a huge life-changing event for them. All right. Huge. More than you know. Okay. And yet the answer is yes here, and look at the fire. Like this picture is just nothing but fire. So I feel like, yes, they absolutely recognize the intensity of this connection. The King of Cups, the Scorpio energy. Scorpios, they're not afraid to dive into darkness. They're not afraid to dive into subjects that other zodiac signs may not feel comfortable doing. So that's why Scorpios represent death. That's why they represent transformation, sex, uh, they just represent the shadow side. They're not, there's no fear sometimes for them to sit in those feelings. And I feel that sometimes it's just too intense for the other person to handle. So I do feel that there was an intensity here that your person absolutely recognized that perhaps though for themselves, when it comes to actually speaking about it, they were unable to find the words to actually communicate how they truly feel. We have the card here of journal, and journal is about secrets. Think about a journal. When you write in it, you write what your heart and soul desires. Okay. Maybe for some, they actually have a journal. Writing, maybe for some, they've tried or thought about writing to you. And we have number 26 here. That reduces to 8, and that is strength, the strength card, and that's Leo energy. And that's having the courage. It's having the courage within your heart to be able to move forward and make decisions based on how your heart feels. The Ten of Diamonds is down here as well, which represents that Ten of Pentacles, which sits right in the center of this reading. So with that Ten of Pentacles coming out twice, I do feel that there's some sort of circumstance in this environment that complicates things when it comes to this person. But I think you need to understand most at this point that there is uh, there's no you can confirm at this point that this person really recognized you as a special meaning in their life. Now we take a look here. How does your person see themselves? They come through as the Page of Pentacles. And this is about wanting to extend that olive branch. I feel, they're trying to manifest something here, whether they realize it or not, whether they're taking action or not when it comes to this connection. Right now, they're in this earth energy, in this 3D material world, trying to recognize the tools that they have, because they're coming to that understanding that they have what they need right here to do what they need to do. They have the tools to express themselves. They have the tools to take action and make changes. And the Page, though, is a smaller energy of the Magician. This is like, I always describe this as, this is someone that wants to apologize or extend an olive branch, something little to get your attention. And yet, for hopes and or fears, I feel like the Page of Wands is here where this fire still burns. It's for this possibility of this fire within the both of you to burn, just like this card here. The answer is yes. It shows me the opportunity that if you both were ever in that moment where this new opportunity presented itself, your person within a heartbeat would say yes, because they still desire you so deeply. And yet the future energies shows me that the Two of Wands is here, where that is about the wheels are in motion in their head right now. They're thinking about you. They're thinking about, I feel that they're holding this globe looking out to sea, that there may be some distance between the two of you. So there's a sense here where you may be worlds apart at this moment in time, but yet there's still you know there's still they're still wondering about you. I just feel like there's a lot coming through where there there's so many questions I feel that they have in their head when it comes to you. And yet I feel with the Seven of Cups coming through here as the cross card, there's almost this feeling like, I'm looking at the key word on the bottom here. It's illusionary success, because the Seven of Cups, it represents options, not being able to think clearly, not, it's that energy of not being sure what to do. But I almost get this sense of feeling like what with your person, what they're trying to accomplish is a clear way. It's almost like they're trying to develop a clear path forward or a plan that they feel will work for the situation. Let's clarify. Let's clarify with this present energy, the Ten of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Justice. There's something just, wow, this person's tough because I feel like there's just this strong feeling that, you know, when it comes to truth and justice in their mind, they don't, there's just this strong feeling of they're not worthy. And it's almost as if this person, like, you can't change their mind about that at this point, because here's a card, Two of Swords, it's calling for peace. So I talked about peace quite a few times already, but it's as if their head is buried in the sand, like they don't want to see the reality. Like they really don't want to see the good that you see in them, because I feel you see this goodness. And I feel that's why keep your heart open is here, because you had a very open heart when it came to them. And there's a very strong feeling that your person is dealing with on the inside of, you know, how do you see that? How do you see that? I'm hearing, how did you see that after everything? And yet we have the Star card here. Can we clarify the Star card? Oppression, the Ten of Wands, and the Five of Swords. Your person carries a lot of conflict, a lot of drama and heartache within themselves. They feel like the weight of the world is on their back right now. And there's just, again, there's something here that they need to heal within them. It's really important right now that I tell you that there's something within them that's been triggered. Uh, and because of this low self-esteem or this lack of worth, I feel that there's a lot of jealousy that's here, or fear. It is possible that there's been some drama in the past that has existed with the two of you, and that has created a fear within your person. I'm going to clarify the future energies and then get messages. So let's clarify this Two of Wands going forward. The Seven of Wands. Your person lives in fear, pile 3. They're very afraid. Wow, they're afraid to love. They're afraid to show the love that they also carry for you. Oh gosh, look at this, the Two of Cups. That's beautiful. There's something here where I feel they've just been through too much in their past that they're afraid to take a chance on this love that they have for you because of the adversities and the challenges that exist. It's just too much, it's too much of a burden for that, your person. And because of that, even though this opportunity I feel is available to them, meaning with the Ace of Cups here, it's a beautiful gift from Spirit presenting them with this opportunity for this potential, for this new beginning, this new love, this new start. And I feel with the Seven of Wands here, and I can just feel the intensity that the two of you feel as well. I feel like just the love that's pouring out of this person, you know, I feel that they feel that love for you, and yet at the same time, it's such a trigger for them because it had, how do I say this? They need to see themselves in the same light, they need to feel that love for themselves. And there's something here that they're carrying that has happened where they feel that, the burden is just too much. And I feel that also with that self-worth, there's some sort of baggage that they carry that they feel that you do not need to bear. They don't want you to have to be part of something that is within them, that they feel that they can't change. And because of that, they feel that they don't deserve you. All right. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Wands. And again, that's showing me this could be long distance because you have the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands here. And there's that Queen of Wands again, showing me that uh, sensuality, the sexuality, the deep sense of connection that exists here between the two of you. And yet I feel like your worlds apart. And this Three of Wands is that energy of waiting. Okay. It's an energy of waiting, waiting, waiting. So like, I feel like, there's so much, this lack of self-esteem and worth that is flowing through your person at the moment, keeps them in this fear of, well, they're going to wait. They're going to wait until they feel like the time is right. Um, and meanwhile, the clock just keeps ticking, right? The clock, time is passing by. I do feel, though, that the two of you with the Star card here and the Two of Cups, that you are connected on a deep level beyond this physical material world. And that's what makes this so difficult. This is why there's so much burden also, because, that's very difficult. Your person has experienced that another worldly connection, so to speak, and that's something that doesn't leave them, so it makes, that's why they're carrying this load. It's an extra weight on their shoulder there, just to me, in addition to whatever they're dealing with that's on their plates in their environments. All right. Oops. All right, there's one. I felt the need to do Chariot Soul Tarot messages. Love always finds a way. You cannot push away what the soul craves. I am heartbroken. I am so sad since you left. I see you in my future. Your love has opened my heart. And on the bottom of the deck, I can be my true self with you. And that's what I felt when I was talking about this, this king that does not, his chest is fully exposed, showing that vulnerability that is here between the both of you. All right, so let's close out the reading. What is this connection calling for at this time, Spirit? What is this connection calling for at this time? Belonging, finding your path. Yeah, I do feel that there's this intense belonging that exists between the two of you. This feeling like the two of you belong together. And then yet on the bottom of the deck is protection, pick up your guard. I feel that, your person's very guilt. Turn off the alarm. There's a lot of guilt here that I'm feeling. And I feel that, you know, there's some heaviness that's coming through here. So this protection card, pile 3, can you please protect yourself? Make sure you're clearing your energy daily because it will pull you down, right? What is it that you need to surrender at this time in regards to this connection, pile 3? Surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. And then also on the bottom of the deck, surrender to the magic of who you are. And I feel that your person does see this magic within you. We all have magic in us. Even in the mundane aspects of life, remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. And my God, that's something that your person needs to hear right now, right? That's what they need to hear, that they are worthy. And I know you can tell them that, but it's something that they need to believe in. They need to see and feel it for themselves. And I feel that's where your person is right now. They're very stuck. They're very stuck in seeing who they truly are and the magic that they carry within themselves. So pile 3, look for those 2 finches, my house finches that came to visit me today, because I do believe that they were here. They're a symbol for you in this reading. Thank you for watching. If it resonated, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you again at the next reading. Bye.